This is your weekly astrological and card horoscope for the week starting October 9th, 2017. And a quick reminder for all of you out there, if you ever want to get a session with me, you do need to go to my website, integrativemysticism.com. That's where you can schedule a session with me or order a downloadable video file. So, what is going on with your astrology this week? Well, Monday, Tuesday. Okay, so basically both days, honestly. We've got Mercury, planet of communications, haste and speed, in Libra, in your third house of communications, pacts and promises, forming a tense square to Pluto, currently in your sixth house of work, reputation, physical health. And when we have Mercury and Pluto in this square, we are given information that we're not meant to have. Maybe we're given information we're not meant to have yet. We find out a secret, and it's advantageous. You know, no matter what, it's advantageous, but I want you to be careful. This could be coming to you through the grapevine regarding a social network, a colleague, or possibly even a business partner or a rival. But when we have this, it's not meant to go public just yet. It's meant for you to be acted on, or acting on, behind the scenes to use to your advantage. When Mercury squares Pluto, again, we're finding out something somebody does not want us to know, but it looks like it's something that actually could prove to be quite useful for you. But don't go kicking down anyone's doors just to go show them that you know what they don't want you to know they know that you don't know. No. It's really more important for you to actually, act on it privately, whatever this is. This may actually boost your career or perhaps settle a long-term grudge or argument going on in your professional space. Later on in the week, on the 11th and even overnight into the 12th, we've got Mars, planet of action, energy, and passion, and even conflict, forming a tense square to Saturn, which is currently in Sagittarius. And this is between your second house of earned income, employment, and your fifth house of love and romance and your relationships with your children. And there could be a battle going on. Something may come up where things start to get a bit personal. There could be some challenges that you need to confront about maybe personal life and work life, bumping together, rubbing elbows where they don't belong, or perhaps people breaching some boundaries they should not. Now, with all things Mars square Saturn, it does not actually benefit anyone to go on the offensive. Alright, and this is me. I'm usually the one who believes a good defense is a great offense. But this is definitely not the week to be doing that. Play defense this week. Mars square Saturn does not favor the attacker anyway. But there may be something going on where, again, personal life and professional life are coming into a very difficult, I guess you could say, conflict. Or, again, a breach of boundaries or the crossing of lines they should not. And Thursday, Friday, and even early Saturday, we may be tempted to go to open war. But this, again, very much like that Pluto square, Mercury, it may be wiser to handle this, again, on the defense behind the scenes. Don't go all out this week, and you will succeed. So what's going on with your cards? Well, for your spiritual advice, we do have the card of the Stag. And again, keep your damn pride, alright? Keep your pride. Don't worry about, any kind of conflict that we just talked about, because the pride, of the Stag it's about nobility. It's about keeping your head up high, but it's also, again, making sure that you keep the high ground. When I look at the Stag, I think of somebody who's actually keeping to their own personal standards, keeping to their own code of honor. The Stag talks about purity, but the Stag also talks about keeping themselves clean. If somebody is slinging mud at you, it's probably because they're sitting in a bucket of mud. That does not mean you get in there and mud wrestle with them. Alright, the Stag is talking about being able to actually maybe utilize some of your clout, to actually snuff out any kind of difficulties this week without actually, again, turning into the very thing that could be causing you some problems, because we don't want to become our assailants. That usually is what can happen, especially in a war. We become just as difficult or just as bad or just as badly behaved as the person coming at us. And the Stag is talking all about a need to pay attention to, keep your pride. There's no sense in actually hurting your own reputation or hurting your own, your own standing by becoming somebody that is, again, let's just say, has an uglier aura. For your Earth sector, when it comes to your work and finances, we do have the Two of Pentacles upright. And this week could be very interesting on the work front, because those of you looking for a new job, you're looking for extra work, you're looking for extra projects. Remember, we've got Mars in your earned income sector for the first 3 weeks of this month anyway, so extra is easy to come by. And we may be piling on a bit much. This is a great card for those of you who can pile on a bit much, whether it's get more hours than you negotiated for, get more money, you know, all of that. Wonderful card for that. But be careful with the Two of Pentacles, because sometimes there's something that's almost, there's an extra that's just like one too many with the Two of Pentacles upright. And we don't want to overbook ourselves. If you feel like this week you're about to bite off more than you can chew because of something very special, shiny, and extra, you're probably right. The Two of Pentacles does indicate, again, a wonderful time in terms of financial gain this week, but be careful about taking on or saying yes a bit too much. For those of you looking for a new job, you will have your pick between two different jobs that are oddly similar, but don't make them wait too long. You're going to have to make a decision before Mars leaves Virgo, which is going to be happening again in a couple of weeks here. So don't play them against each other for too long with the process of elimination, okay? For your communications with air, when it comes to your friends, your relatives, and the others in your life, we do have the Queen of Cups reversed. Now this might be one of the people that's causing a conflict. Alright, when we get the Queen of Cups reversed, we definitely get sort of what I call the bitter victim. This could be a friend or a relative that you have, or this may be somebody causing problems for friends and relatives that you have. When we get the Queen of Cups reversed, this is somebody who is used to getting their way by playing the, you know, the frantic, frail, you know, dramatic person. We tend to see with the Queen of Cups reversed somebody who tries to leverage, I guess you could say, the way people will do whatever she wants to keep her under control before she throws a tantrum. And I feel like this week there could be a chance that you are, you know, being set up to be used. And so I want you to be mindful of that. Or you may be bailing somebody else out from potentially being used by her as well. It could be a he, but I'm holding a queen. This does look like somebody, though, who does need to be cut off. Your challenge this week with fire is the Star card upright. Beautiful card, because it does indicate, you know, there really isn't any overarching challenging themes. Like, no challenge persists day to day in a way where it's super, super bad. Alright, the Star card talks about, you know, trying not to solve anything in that immediate moment. And that could be kind of tough. You know, I've got a Leo moon. You know, Leos, we like to railroad things until we get what we want. Or at least get the problem solved. The thing about the Star is allowing things to take their course is going to have them turn out better than if we just decide to kind of snuff it all out in one blow or get it all taken care of in one day. Other than that, the Star card upright is basically saying what you don't try to rush to a forced fruition this week will actually turn out better than you think. And your only challenge is not to rush anything. And other than that, seems pretty easy breezy. For your emotions with water and your romantic life, we do have the Five of Cups upright. And as far as love is concerned, this can bring a bit of disappointment or even some heartache, but it may not be coming to you. This could be news about some kind of heartache coming to a partner or a crush this week. And of course, you know, when we are close and we are emotionally, you know, sincere and fluent, we pick up on those energies as well. New people that come into your life this week may not necessarily be ready to dive into anything super serious, and they may be coping with some kind of loss or recent, you know, hurt of their own. It may not be a romantic hurt, you know, but sometimes that still makes us a little unavailable, and they still may be yearning for something they can't have anymore. Does that mean they're not a good partner? No, but heed the advice of the Star. It just may not be something we want to rush to a forced fruition anytime soon. For those of you who are currently coupled, the Five of Cups upright does indicate your partner will need definitely some more TLC and support this week, because it does look like there may, again, be some kind of disappointment or loss coming their way. It doesn't look to, I don't get the feeling of it being so horrible and tragic, but it may be something that they will still need your time and your energy for. So that is your horoscope, Leo. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And of course, if you ever want to get a session with me, you can always follow the links below, or go to integrativemysticism.com.